Hello, I'm Ryan and this is Balsam Medico training. This video is about the receptionist training. As a receptionist, you're in charge of the appointments, patients, and some reports. We'll explain these, we'll explain these in this video. Let's start with the appointments. This is the appointments page. In here, you can see this is the calendar over here. This is the appointments over here. Your calendar over on your left with the date. Down here, you can see that you have the doctor's list. Doctors are doctors that are on today are shown here in the day view. And if the doctor is off on this specific day, it will show here as off. But you can still click on them to have their column over here. In the day view, you'll see that there's three different shades in the columns over here. The red shade means that the clinic is out of working hours. The gray indicates that the doctor is now working at these hours. And the clear means that the clinic and the doctor are working during these hours. We have also the list view. In the list view, you can see a list of all your appointments created. You can search for the specific patient by their name, their ID, their PAN number, and their phone number. You can also filter the appointments. You can also view your appointment statuses. We'll get to that in a minute. For example, you can click on all your canceled to view the canceled appointments over here. In the week view, you'll be able to see your week's calendar. So through Saturday to Friday, all your days and what appointments you had at what specific times. Let's create an appointment in the day view. To create an appointment, there's two simple ways. The first one is to click on the create appointment, or you can choose the doctor. For example, Dr. Dahlia. Scroll to the timing you want. So let's say at 9 p.m. and click on the 9 p.m. box. Once you click there, you'll notice that the doctor's field is filled and the appointment time is filled automatically. Next, let's add a patient. So you can either choose from the existing patients list. You can search by their name, Emirates ID, phone number, or their phone number. If it's a new patient, click on Add New Patient, fill the information. The most important information are the ones in red asterisk. At the bottom are the additional information. However, the Emirates ID is required. The rest of this information are optional, and these parts, some of them are customizable, so you can add as many fields as you want. If your clinic has an insurance plan and the patient has an insurance plan in hand, click on Add Insurance Plan and add their information here. And finally, click Add Patient. You'll notice the patient we just added is now filled in here. Choose the visit type. As a default, the system will already have the examination and the follow-up, but these visit types are customizable and you can add your own visit types. When setting up the system, we will configure the visit types with the duration and the cost. So each of them will have their own specific information. However, they're still able to be edited. So for duration, if it's 45 minutes, you can leave it as it is, or you can increase and decrease however you like. The same goes to the cost. You can either change it to 0 or give a discount over here. After finishing all this information, click on Create Appointment. And now the appointment is visible here. When you click on it, the appointment details box will appear for you. It will have the information of the appointment, the doctor's name, and the patient information over here. To edit the information, click on Edit and change the necessary information over here. If the appointment is rescheduled to the same day to another timing, you can simply click on the appointment and move it to another time. You'll get the reschedule confirmation box, click on update appointment, and now the appointment has been moved. When clicking on the appointment, you'll notice on the bottom here there's different statuses. These statuses refer to the appointment status. Unconfirmed is when the appointment has been made but the patient is unsure if they're coming or not. Scheduled is the default, basically explaining that the appointment has been made. Waiting is when the patient is in the waiting room. In visit, when the patient has started their treatment or their visit with the doctor. Finished, when the appointment has been finished, has been completed. And no show is when the appointment has been made but the patient has not arrived. Each status will be given a different color. From here, you can also view their patient profile. You can click on Open Profile or with this small arrow next to their name. You can view here their information. Back here, you can also see that there's the Generate Form. In the Generate Form, you can generate the consent form from this shortcut. Click on Generate Form, click on Clinic Forms, and choose the consent form from the list over here. Finally, the last thing you have here is to cancel appointment. You click on Cancel Appointment to cancel this appointment. And now it's not visible. Even when you click on List, it will only be visible when chosen the cancel status from the filter by. Next is the patient's page. In the patient page, you can see the patient list over here with their patient phone number, their full name, and some basic information over here. To add the new patient, click on Add New Patient, and it's the same process as we added the new patient in the Create New Appointment. Add the information with the red asterisk and the Emirates ID, and the rest are optional. Finally, click on Add Patients. You can search for a specific patient with their phone number, their phone number, or their full name. Or you can click on Filter By to filter the patient list by either their gender, filter the overdue patients, or to choose a specific age group. Let's click on one of these patients. You'll notice here that there's some information filled, but we'll fill the rest as we go. Up here is the priority patient tag. This is to indicate that the patient is a VIP for the clinic. Click on here, mark as a priority patient, and if there's any notes you would like to add them here, and finally click mark as a priority patient. This tag will appear in the appointments and in my schedule for all the doctors. Next is the write a note and write an alert. These notes, the note over here is added for the patient profile, and the alert will be shown in all the appointments for the patient. After the alerts, you can see the basic information over here. You have the patient file number along with all their information over here. If you wish to edit any of this information, click on Edit Basic Info, make the changes you require, and finally click on Save. On the right side, you'll see the recent clinical notes, the recent treatments, and the recent files added to this patient. After the personal information section, you have the EMR section. The EMR is all the medical information of the patient. So in here, you'll click on visit notes and you'll see all the visit notes added to this patient. Click on treatment plan to view their the treatment list. And you can continue to the patient files, for example, to view all their information over here. Any file that has been added, such as an image, a lab result, or an x-ray will be shown here. Finally, we have the patient reports. In the patient reports here, you can generate a consent form for the patient. As explained in the appointments page, you click on generate form, click on clinic form, and choose one of the consent forms on your left over here. If the receptionist has the access and the role for the finance, you'll view also the finance section over here. But since this receptionist doesn't have the finance, that will be explained in the finance video. Finally, we have the reports. In the reports here, you'll see that there's the dynamic reports over here and the financial reports. The financial reports indicate anything that has to do with the clinic financially. For example, the cash flow statement over here, if you click the past 30 days, it will show you a full report of the cash flow over the past 30 days. Income statement, you can view the revenue and their expenses calculated and with the final net income. The doctor's report, you can click on one of the doctors and click a specific period of the time, so you can view how many patients did they have, how many appointments they had, and what's their revenue. You can click multiple doctors so you can compare between them. Next is the expenses. So if you add the expenses in the finance department, you can view here the expenses report that it's automatically created by the system. Dynamic reports are specific and customized for the specific for the clinic. So in here you'll find reports that you have requested and will only be visible to you. Another way to view the dynamic reports, if not from here, you can click on the side and click on profile to view the dynamic reports for your specific account. You click on clinic incomes and you can view the report over here. You click on total income and you can also view the reports. Dynamic reports are exportable, so you can click on export report to have the report in the Excel sheet. The rest of the information will be explained in other videos. You can have a look around and try the system on your own. And if you have any questions, you can contact us at any moment. Thank you.